Alright, today let's talk about engineers and mostly automotive engineers. I'm not trying to be mean or disrespectful to anyone that is, but I will say when I'm working on cars, I curse y'all like crazy. Of course, I have to edit all that out of the videos. Seriously, it seems like if something can be designed multiple ways, it always gets designed the way that's the most difficult to work on. So if something could be turned, 25 degrees or something, and bolts would be accessible, it's turned the wrong way and the bolts are not accessible. So my theory on this is most engineers have never actually worked on anything, and so they don't have the experience of dealing with stuff when it's all put together. Instead, when they're designing things, they design each part or whatever, and then the parts are put together, and they don't think about having to remove parts later to fix them or replace them or whatever. It's just, I designed this part or whatever. So my request for all of you that are engineers or wanting to be engineers is go take the time to learn how to work on some things, and think about that when you're designing cars, tools, whatever, because so many of these things, just simple little changes, make all the difference in the world as far as making something easier to work on and less frustrating and stressful. And there's enough frustration and stress in life in general without adding to it because a bolt is inaccessible or a torque screw has been used instead of a regular bolt. Things like that just drive you crazy. Like the mid-2000 Chevrolet full-size trucks and SUVs use torque screws on the front calipers. They have to be torqued down to something like 70 or 80 foot-pounds, and you just got this little torque screw basically that you're trying to not strip out. Whereas if you had a regular bolt like they use in the later models and in almost every other vehicle, it's no biggie. You put a socket on it, torque it down, and it takes a few seconds and you're done. And along those lines, whoever thought that torques was good for anything? I mean, honestly, if you're going to use a screw, Phillips to me is way better than Torx. Torx is just asking to be stripped. It's maybe a slight step up from a flathead screwdriver that slides out the side every time, but anyway, let me know what you think. Engineers doing it to us purposely, or are they doing it to us because they don't work on vehicles, so they don't know what it's like to have to try to reach something that's covered on three sides or whatever? I'll be interested to know what y'all think. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.